Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Wassalatu wassalamu ala Rasulillah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. The making of a megalomaniac. Pride and arrogance, kibr, were Shaytan's cardinal sin. In fact, his pride and arrogance caused him to become Shaytan, the one damned and distant from the divine. A profound lesson for each of us is that Shaytan became Shaytan because of his lower self, or nafs. This is itself an evidence and proof that our foremost danger resides within us. A further potent lesson for each of us is that Shaytan was very near to the divine. He had deep experiential knowledge of Allah and spent company with the noblest of angels. But even with all of this, he fell from grace to become the most base and despised of all creation. While it was his act of disobedience that led to his downfall, meaning that he rejected the divine command, the source of his folly was not the act itself. His lower self, or nafs, was filled with pride and arrogance, kibr. When commanded to prostrate to Adam, his lower self, or nafs, did not permit him to obey Allah. Pride, kibr, is a terrible cardinal sin. It is to deem oneself superior to others and to deny the truth. The Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam taught us that one with even a mustard seed's worth of pride would not enter paradise. It was the pride or kibr of the Shaytan that caused him to rationalize the divine command in an irrational way. He posited that he was better than Adam alayhi salam because of their differing material makeup. His reasoning was flawed and flowed from the ideological caprice, the hawa, of his lower self. As we learned previously, the existence of ideological caprice or hawa makes it very difficult to recognize our faults because we believe ourselves to be correct. And because of this, our intellectual caprice or hawa is a very malignant barrier to repentance, tawbah. This idea of rejection of truth is central to understanding the illogic of pride, kibr. A person with pride and arrogance finds it very difficult to accept their faults, receive advice, or have anyone disagree with them. When truth is presented to them, they rebel, deem themselves faultless, and attribute fault to others. In the field of activism, our lower selves or nufus are often fed at different levels by status, leadership, praise, and prestige. This forges a sense of inner privilege and elitism, even at the most grassroots level of activism. We start to ring-fence ourselves. We avoid those who are critical of us and sidestep those who counsel us. After a while, the Muslim community and those we serve are seen to be too retrograde for our progressive vision. We insulate and isolate ourselves from people of knowledge and our teachers. In a revealing statement, the Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam noted that leadership and power is a, quote, wonderful suckler and a terrible weaner. If I choose not to live within the sphere of the purification of my lower self, tazkiyah, the disease of pride or kibr in my heart is a given. No matter how bleak it looks on the outside, I should never forget that the fall of grace begins from within. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.